time for Logan High School Sports, a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Logan Grizzlies on KVNU.
Welcome everyone to Logan High School, home of the Grizzlies, and the venue for tonight's Region 11 boys basketball matchup between the Logan Grizzlies and the Westfield Longhorns. My name's Jason Walker. I'm joined by Adam Lurcher. We're glad to have you guys in for tonight's broadcast here on CashValleyDaily.com. Your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. And also on radio, as always, we've had Logan games here on KVNU since like 1940s here. So it's a long tradition of Logan High School sports here on KVNU 102.1 FM, 610 AM. And Adam, we've got a rematch of what was a pretty tight-fought game last time. Its final score ends up being 59-50 between these two teams, but that game was close for most of the time before Westfield ended up pulling away in the second half.
Absolutely. When we were down at Westfield, that's one of the things that we were talking about, is we saw a lot of good things from this Logan Grizzly team, a lot of grit and a lot of heart that were keeping it close, and I think they had a lead once or twice. Yeah, it was only like a 1 or 2 point lead.
Yeah, they held the halftime lead.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. And so you can see that, hey, Logan has potential against a team like Westfield. On that game, though, if I remember right, Westfield just went absolutely bananas from three-point land, and that's what eventually led them to get that 9-point victory. I think Logan's going to step up the perimeter defense. They've seen this team before. They've seen a lot of the motion that they run. Just looking at their warm-up lines right now, they love passing inside, right? And Logan's got comfortable with that. Now you get to see, opportunities for the defense of Logan to step up and prevent those inside-outside passes.
Yeah, Adam, you mentioned the three-point shooting. 7 of 17 were Westfield. Of course, we were both looking at that number. We were thinking it felt like a lot more in that game, but 41% from three, and that contrasted with Logan, who shot like 23%, I believe was the number I was looking at. 5 of 22, so fewer makes and significantly more attempts. So they really struggled to hit from outside. The Grizzlies had Sade Nenby in that game. He was making his return from an earlier injury before he went down for the season a couple of games later. Actually, the very next game against Green Canyon that weekend. But Grizzlies won't have him. But I'll tell you one player who's really been stepping it up lately, and he's kind of filled Sade Nenby's shoes as far as being a scorer next to Reed Olson. That's Ethan Woolley, the sophomore, the 6'5" sophomore, averaging 11.3 points per game. But Adam, in the last 3 games, he's averaging 17 points per game, and he scored at least 15 in all 3 of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, that's a big opportunity for Ethan Woolley to step up and become a little bit more comfortable inside of this team, right? You don't have Sade Nenby coming in right behind you, right, to kind of, I guess, maybe account for some of their mistakes, because Sade Nenby's just that kind of player. He's very talented, and it's a true loss not have him on this team right now. But like you were saying, Ethan Woolley stepped up quite magnificently and has been able to be another source of offense for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and also Milo Steele been playing fairly well. Of course, he had 10 points in the last game for the Grizzlies when they took on Bear River. He had 9 points against Westfield, actually made 3 of the 5 3-pointers that the Grizzlies ended up making. So he'll be big. He was huge for the Grizzlies in their win over Mountain Crest. And the Grizzlies are at their best when Reed Olson is getting rebounds and points in the paint, and they got guys like Milo Steele and Ethan Woolley scoring on the perimeter. So I think those are going to be some big keys. And Reed Olson in the last game against Westfield, he had 20 points, 11 rebounds. He's coming off a pretty strong game against Bear River where he had 26 points and 16 rebounds. 10 of those rebounds were on the offensive end. So he was just going absolutely ham. The Grizzlies unfortunately lost that game. lost the Battle of the Bears, but they'll try and get one back here as they've got to face the Longhorns, trying to get that second win in region play. They're 1-9 in Region 11. Westfield is 4-6 in Region 11. They're trying to get back to 500. They're 10-11. So they're trying to get that 500 record back. And they're also right on the fringe of a home playoff game. So there's some things to play for Westfield. They've got some motivation to get a win here against the Grizzlies. We got to take a break. We're about to roll with the national anthem, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both teams here at Logan High School for this Region 11 boys basketball matchup. We'll be back after this.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo stuff, the Logo Shop.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
We're going back to Logan High School just as the lights go out for the Logan Grizzlies to announce their starting lineups. Although before we get to the lineups, I want to note it is senior night for the Grizzlies, their final home game of the season. Want to shout out the seniors for this team. You've got Josh Jensen, Cam Alvarado, Milo Steele, Reed Olson. And Andre Campos. I missed him. So the 5 seniors, Josh Jensen, Andre Campos, Cam Alvarado, Milo Steele, and Reed Olson. Wonderful seniors for the Grizzlies. A few of them are starting tonight, so let's announce the starting lineups for the Grizzlies. Josh Jensen will be starting at guard, and alongside him will be Milo Steele, number 13. And then in the front court, you've got the Olsen brothers, Reed and Graydon, number 15, Reed Olsen, and Graydon Olsen, number 24. Along with the sophomore, Ethan Woolley, averaging 17 a game over his last 3, upping his season average to 11.3 points per game. So that's your starting lineup for the Logan Grizzlies, and for the Westfield Longhorns, our starting number 2, Jaden Fowers, number 3, Daxton Lauder, number 4, Jackson Slaw. He had 14 points to lead Westfield in their win over Logan last time these two teams faced. They've also got number 5, Cole McCormick, and number 23, Jordan Harrison. Harrison not a big score for the team, but he did have 11. He had 3 3-pointers in that game for Westfield, so one to watch out for. Try and make sure he doesn't get hot again.
Absolutely. Anybody on this Westfield team can catch the three-point shooting bug. We saw that firsthand when the Grizzlies played them. You got to make sure that, okay, maybe 1 or 2 people are going to get it. Don't let 3 or 4 people get hot from three-point land, and then you have an opportunity to win this game.
Jordan Harrison will step into the circle with Reed Olson. Olson's got 2 or 3 inches on him there, but that tip will be won by Westfield, so height isn't everything there. And so Westfield will begin with the ball here at Logan High School in this Region 11 boys basketball matchup here on KVNU. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is good. Harrison nails that one. Fluid shot, and he opens the scoring for the Longhorns. 2-0 here in this opening quarter. Woolley has it on the wing for the Logan Grizzlies, looking for a pass, gives it up to Jensen. Pump fakes the 3, now he backs out, sends it over to Steele, top of the circle. Now back to Jensen in the corner, back to Steele. Over to Jensen, into Reed Olson, double team, back to Jensen. Pump fakes the 3, now to Woolley, he'll take top of the arc 3-pointer. Off the back iron, no good. Reed Olson committing a foul on the rebound. Not the greatest start for the Grizzlies, giving up points and then coming up empty, but a solid shot for one of your hotter scorers to attempt a open catch and shoot 3.
Yeah, good ball movement to find Ethan Woolley, like you were saying, who has been hot lately. There's nothing wrong with that offense. As soon as you start making them, that ball is going to go through a lot more often.
Driving layup is no good. Graydon Olson with the defense. Josh Jensen in transition. Has to give it up to Woolley. Backing it out into Reed Olson on the block. Swings it over to Graydon. Now to Milo Steele. Looking for Olson in the post. Double teamed immediately, and he's fouled. He got hacked on the arm by Cole McCormick. 6:49 to go in this opening quarter. It's 2-0. Grizzlies trail the Longhorns at home. Woolley inbound, immediate 3-pointer, airball it long. Rebound to Jaden Fowers. Quickly in transition, bit of a Euro step, layup up and good. Jackson Slaw with his first points of the night. Leading scorer for Westfield on the season and in their previous win against the Grizzlies. Averaging about 14 a game. I think it's 13 and change, but he had 14 against the Grizzlies last time. Josh Jensen will take a 3-pointer. Grizzlies taking 3s on all their opening possessions, and this time they hit. Josh Jensen hasn't hit too many 3-pointers. Did have one last game against Bear River, and he opens his account in this game with a triple. Westfield trying to go 5 out, spreading the floor, and then just driving into the paint. Nearly stolen away. Has to, a travel. I thought they were going to call a foul for a second. Cole McCormick committing the foul, but he was throwing the ball out of bounds anyway, so one way or another, that was Grizzly ball.
Absolutely. Good defensive stand by the Grizzlies, right? Staying in front of their man, right? These are dribble drive, quick passes. This is a fast team. And just Logan doing a great job staying in front of them, causing that turnover, gives them an opportunity to potentially take the lead here on this offensive stand.
Graydon Olson at the free throw line, trying to find a pass, gives it to Jensen. Now he pump fakes a 3, thought about driving into the paint, but he'll reset. And now Milo Steele has it. Woolley on the wing, swings to Graydon. Back to Jensen, he again thought about a 3, but gives to Steele. Late into the shot clock, 6 seconds, Jensen has it, into Reed Olson. Turn around, left-handed layup, goes up and in. Grizzlies take the lead. On a 5-0 run, they lead 5-4. 5:16 to go here in the opening quarter. McCormick swings it over to Fowers. Over to the wing, Lauder with a 3-pointer, he hits. And a whistle, the rim, or the net, excuse me. I was wondering why they were blowing whistles, because the net got caught on the rim after that make. So 7-5 now for Westfield. They lost the lead as Grizzlies went up 5-4, but now they lead by 2 once again. Steele swings to Olson, top of the circle, pump fake to 3, but I don't know if they're going to fall for that. He's only attempted 2 of them all year, I think. Woolley trying to drive the right side. Swings across court. Josh Jensen, he'll attempt another three, hard off the iron, and then rebound to Westfield. Off and running. Now swing it over to the wing, cross-court pass. Right wing three, turns it down, drives to the paint. Reed Olson trying to stay in front of him. Probably got away with the foul there. Now stuck on the block, has to reset it to Slaw. Slaw driving baseline, backs out. Now to the top of the circle, Harrison. Turned down a step-back three, passes it over for a three-pointer to Fowers. And it's back-to-back three-pointers, and now a 5-point lead for Westfield. Reed Olson fouled by Harrison. He tried to poke the ball away. Got a bit of the ball, but a bit of the arm, too. That's the second foul from Westfield here this quarter. 4 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the first. Grizzlies had a 5-0 run, but they've now given up a 6-0 run in the span of just a couple possessions. Milo still nearly bottled up on the perimeter. Now swinging over to Graydon Olson. He'll take a three-pointer. He misses. Reed Olson nearly snagged the board, but it goes to Westfield. Off and running once again. Fast-paced. Floater in the paint. Good. 8-0 run for Westfield. They are flying. And Matt Scablin wants a timeout. Wants to talk this over. They had Westfield bottled up for a couple of possessions, but they can't keep up with the speed of the Longhorns right now.
Absolutely, and let's go back to how Logan's offense is playing. They've taken 5 threes and only made one, and only attempted one layup mid-range shot, and that was by Reed Olson, who he made. I think, Westfield is doing a really good job of keeping the Logan Grizzlies outside of the paint. You want to find Reed Olson inside of the paint, or potentially have Ethan Woolley go for mid-range jumpers, especially if the three-point shot is not falling. It's one of those things early in a game of kind of like, hey, it's not working right now for a stretch. Let's mix it up. Let's run some pick and roll. Let's do some of these things. And we haven't seen Logan come out of that. Hopefully out of this timeout, we'll see some adjustments and maybe get some more points to keep this game close, because right now Westfield's starting to run away with it.
Yeah, you need to find some ways to get Reed Olson the ball. I know Westfield is going to double and triple team him, but finding a way to play off of that, not just with open three-pointers, but with open layups, cross-key passes. I think that would be a good adjustment for the Grizzlies. Milo Steele, he'll take a mid-range jumper. He misses it, though. Hits front iron, then goes long. And now Westfield pushing the tempo a bit, but now they'll slow down for a second. Jackson Lauder with it, being hounded by Josh Jensen. Now they swing it over the wing from McCormick. Bunch of off-ball action, nearly poked away, but Jaden Fowers manages to get a hold of it. Trying to do a dribble handoff. They get it to Lauder. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to ISO against Jensen. Pull up elbow jumper. Missed everything. And Woolley will let that one bounce harmlessly out of bounds. It'll be Grizzly basketball. And Max Clayton will check in for Josh Jensen. Senior will go to the bench, replaced by the junior 6-foot guard. Steele will bring it up. Grizzlies trail 12-5 with just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Had back-to-back possessions where they score, but they've been held scoreless aside from that. Graydon Olson in the post, and he traveled. He picked up that pivot foot too early, and the basket that he made afterward will not count.
It was a great play by Graydon Olson, but like you said, that pivot foot just came up just a little too early. Wipes off a really good possession, but we saw something in there, right? We saw some pressure inside of the paint for the Grizzlies. Want to see more of that next time they get down on the court on offense.
Fowers with it. Over to Harrison. He'll take a three-pointer, bricks it, and Reed Olson snags the board, running back into the key. Now Steele will bring it across midcourt. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. 7-point deficit for the Grizzlies, who've attempted, I think, 5 threes to 1 2-pointer. They attempt another three, but this one goes in. Milo Steele hits that triple. He had 2 in the last game, 3 against Westfield when these two teams met previously. Now try to answer from Westfield. They take a 3, they miss it. Lauder couldn't get that one to go. Milo Steele nearly throwing a long pass to Woolley. He will connect with him now. And now in the half court. Over to Clayton, right wing. Trying to get it to Woolley on a back door cut. Woolley has to reset it from the mid-range, though. Now they got to Steele. Driving the left side of the lane, loses the ball momentarily. Back to Woolley, another three-pointer. This one's good! Grizzlies within 1 now on the back of some three-point shooting. 3 three-pointers made this quarter. Milo Steele nearly pokes it away from Jackson Slaw, but he manages to get it back to the perimeter. Fowers, he'll be fouled by Graydon Olson. Some subs coming in. Hayden Rose actually getting some minutes here. The junior forward. He comes in for Reed Olson. Graydon Olson thought he was going out. Also checking in is Josh Jensen. He comes in for Milo Steele. 1:21 to go. Grizzlies have fought back within one. It's 12-11. But Westfield with the ball, trying to get their lead extended a little bit more. Into the paint, strong layup, couldn't get it to go. Great defense from Jensen to tie up. Jackson Slaw make that layup incredibly difficult. Hayden Rose over to Clayton. They're working that backdoor cut. Graydon Olson got at the elbow, and now he gives to Jensen. Picked up his dribble and has to give it to Woolley. Now over to Clayton. He nearly has it poked away, but recovers it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Woolley has it. Now back to Clayton, right wing. Now to Jensen, to Rose. Rose driving in, now to Olson. Trying to drive into the paint, loses it, and it'll go out of bounds. Mishandled it, may have had it poked away. I think he thought he got fouled. That plea is going to fall on deaf ears, and to be honest, I don't know if there was enough contact there.
I was going to say, I think he just kind of tripped himself up a little bit there. It never hurts to try, but I don't think he had much of a case.
5 seconds between shot and game clock. Westfield with the ball, trying to extend their 12-11 lead. Pass inside and blocked. Josh Jensen's going to get whistled for the foul. Ethan Woolley got the hand on it, but just a good defensive play by Woolley, and Jensen just kind of got caught up there.
Yeah, just wrong time. Like you were saying, Ethan Woolley, perfect position. Caused that block, caused some disruption.
Drew Faddis will miss the free throw, and I don't know if I've seen a free throw miss like that. Off the front rim and the back rim, and then side off the left.
Yeah, that was quite a few bounces.
It's a creative way to miss. Of course, the freshman had 12 points against the Aggies last time out. Trying to get his first one here, and he does. Makes it 13-11. Grizzlies will have 28 seconds and counting now to tie, maybe take the lead here at the end of the first quarter. Josh Jensen will dribble out the clock. 16 seconds now. As Jensen dribbles it while standing on the Grizzly logo. Now he gets to work with 10 seconds to go. Hayden Rose in the corner. Swings it over to Clayton. Now to Woolley in the corner. Three-pointer up. No good. Hayden Rose tries to get the rebound. Couldn't quite get it. Rebound went to Westfield, and the heave at the end of the quarter is no good. I don't think it counted anyway. But that'll be your score at the end of one. 13 for Westfield, 11 for the Grizzlies. We'll take a break and be back after this here on 102.1 FM, 610 AM, KVNU, home of the Grizzlies, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com. Your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back to Logan High School, home of the Grizzlies, where we've got our 4A Region 11 boys basketball matchup ongoing. We enter the second quarter with the visiting Westfield Longhorns leading 13-11. I'm Jason Walker, joined by Adam Lurcher. Glad to bring you through this game as the Grizzlies start the second quarter with the ball and a 2-point deficit. Steele trying to get into Reed Olson. Over to Hayden Rose. He'll take a three-pointer. Banks it in from straight on. Hayden Rose with his first made three-pointer of the game.
Probably the first of his high school varsity career.
Yeah, I think that's what I meant to say, of his career. Or at least this season. Did they only give him 2 for that?
If they did, that's a real shame. I think,
it's entirely possible he was close. Milo Steele, early three-pointer, misses that one. And Reed Olson with that crazy effort there, and then it's stolen away. Hayden Rose couldn't quite hang on to it. Reed Olson, all the effort to get that rebound, pass it over to Rose, and then it was just kind of a fight on the ground, and Westfield won that, goes straight down the floor for 2 points. They lead 17-13. Scoreboard currently wrong. They gave those points to Logan instead of Westfield. And they're in the process of fixing it, so. Olson in the post, double team, goes up strong, banks it up and in. And I think that's still wrong. It says 17 all. And I don't think that's right. I don't have that. Drive into the paint, strong missed, grabbed his own rebounds at Jaden Fowers. He sends it back to Harrison. Drives into the paint and manages to get around Reed Olson. Playing a bit of Matador defense. He's got the one foul. I don't think he wants to get another. Couldn't challenge that, super strong. Now Josh Jensen thought about a three, then a drive. Tries to send it into Reed Olson. He's fending off two players to hang on to that. Josh Jensen, he'll take a three, misses it. And the rebound to Westfield. 6:10 to go here in the second quarter. And I'm still pretty sure that score on the scoreboard is wrong, but it says 19-17. Harrison into the paint, strong finish against Hayden Rose. I'm pretty sure it should be 21-16 or 21-15.
I think you're right. We'll have to go back when we have a minute and get our score.
We're going to check our notes when we have some kind of stoppage. And now a jump ball. Great defense in the corner, and that's going to be a turnover effectively. And now Graydon Olson going to come in for Hayden. As we got a bit of a run going for Westfield.
Westfield on defense has kind of put on a masterclass of utilizing the double team, right? Mostly on Reed Olson, but we saw in that case, right, causing Milo Steele to have to hold on to the ball, causing that jump ball and a turnover, like you were saying. Really interesting to see how Westfield uses that tool in their tool bag.
That is trying to drive in, but he'll kick back out now to the corner for Lauder. Back to McCormick, trying to drive into the paint, met by two Grizzlies. He'll reset. Now a long three-pointer, nearly went in. Reed Olson snags the board. And the Grizzlies will go the other way. And according to the scoreboard, again, I'm going to have to keep qualifying this. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. But they might just be going with it at this point. They may just trail by 4. And I think it should be more. Reed Olson going to take a wide-open three-pointer. He knew immediately he missed. He tried to chase it down. Not the greatest shot for the Grizzlies early in the shot clock. And Westfield quickly the other way. Fad is trying to ISO against Graydon Olson. Ooh. Reed Olson nearly with the heroic save there. He tapped it, then tried to jump and sling it anywhere. He slung it to the Westfield bench on the other side of the court. But he stepped on the line as he was jumping to save that one, says the referee. I was not paying attention to his foot, so I'm going to assume she was right.
It was a real Matrix-looking kind of, lean backwards, falling out of bounds, throw it. It was a really impressive play. It looks like he kind of bumped his head at the end, so hopefully nothing comes of it. He looks like he's good. He's a tough kid. Yeah,
it was a pause and play. Referees went over the score table. I wonder if they were talking about the score, but because I'm still obsessed with that because I'm not sure if it's right, but if it's wrong, they'll fix it, or we're just going to go with it. Westfield with the ball and the 21-17 lead. They'll take a corner three. That one looks good, and it is. Cole McCormick with a third three-pointer, I believe, at least for Westfield this game.
Yep.
They made 7 in their last game. They've made 3 this first half already. 4:34 left to go before the halftime break. Josh Jensen looking for Reed Olson, but he's double-teamed off the ball. Like, that's how much emphasis they're putting on him. Double-teaming him away from the ball. Now into Olson, triple team, but he manages to get a shot up, couldn't get it to fall. And so he'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on Drew Faddis. Olson shooting about 56% on free throws this season. He's got 4 points in this game already, second leading scorer for the Grizzlies. Make that 5, so he's now tied with Milo Steele. .417 to go in the second quarter. Grizzlies trail by 6. They've held a lead and been within 1 at different points in this game. Reed Olson makes the second. So now it's a 5-point lead for Westfield, who comes down the court with it. Flowers with it, swings it over to McCormick. He had a triple on the last possession, now trying to drive against Milo Steele. Goes around a screen, but then hands it off. Driving into the paint is Lauder. Now he'll give it up to Fowers. Fowers driving left side of the paint, right against Woolley. Has to throw it long. Jordan Harrison with it, 10 on the shot clock. Westfield trying to get a play in as time winds down in this possession. Over to Harrison at the elbow. Backs up to the three-point line, steps right back in. Long two-pointer, no good. Olsen grabs the board, hands it right away to Ethan Woolley. 3.5 minutes to play until the halftime break. And a timeout as Reed Olsen apparently has blood on his elbow. He was looking at it earlier right after that moment where he had that kind of Superman save attempt. And I think he's going to get a bandage really quickly. They're not sending in a sub for him, so I think they're just going to try and wrap it and get him back in. Or they're sending Josh Jensen in. Yeah, I think they're sending Josh Jensen in. They also send in Max Clayton. And I think Jensen was coming out. Oh, now Reed has the wrap on his elbow, but he's going to have to wait till the next stoppage to come in. So Woolley with it. Midcourt slightly off to the left now, dribbling over to the right. He'll pull up for three. No good. Graydon Olsen nearly grabbing the board, but Westfield in transition. Quickly, layup up, no good. Jaden Fowers misses the shot. Milo Steele pushing it. Now Woolley trying to drive into the paint. Contact foul. Couldn't quite get the shot to go. He'll go to the line. Reed Olsen will check back in with 3:12 to go here in the second quarter.
Going to kind of tell the tape between these two teams. Let's talk about three-point shooting. We were talking about how important it is for Logan to keep control of it. Westfield's only taken 3, but they've made 3. No, not 3. They've attempted 6 shots, but they've only made 3 of them. Let's flip over to the Grizzlies. They've shot 13 times and have only made 4. To me, I don't know. That's really difficult.
The Grizzlies have made more, but they're not getting as much bang for their buck on those shots.
Exactly.
Woolley makes the first free throw, so it's 24-20 now. Second free throw is also good. Grizzlies perfect at the free throw line so far today, and they trail by 3 with 3 minutes to play until halftime. Bowers has the ball, gives it over to Slaw. Driving in, kicks it out for 3. I thought it was a layup for a second, but it was a pass. Three-pointer, no good. Hustle, tipped by Graydon Olsen. Gives it to Reed Olsen, and he throws a pass that was way over the head of its intended target. A little too aggressive there from Reed, trying to push it in transition off the rebound. The hustle is there, the execution was not. Fowler swings it over to the corner. Lauder thought about it. Now he's dribbling around, and he'll back it out to Slaw. Slaw, going to drive, spin move. Now dumps it underneath. Nifty pass. Great vision there. Got it to Jaden Fowers. He puts the layup up and in. Now Woolley nearly caught the defense sleeping, but now they'll reset. Reed Olsen has it. Looking for a pass. Gets to Clayton. Grizzlies trail 26-21. 2 minutes to go until the halftime break. Max Clayton, he'll take a three-pointer off both rims and then out. And Westfield coming down with it. Jordan Harrison trying to drive against Reed Olsen, thinks better of it. Now over the right wing. Slaw, isoing against Max Clayton. Gets inside, tied up, and fouled by Clayton. They're going to say no shot, I think. They're going to say Clayton wrapped up that arm before Slav went up with that wild shot. Longhorns coach Mike Russell is asking, they're shooting, right? But
they got to be shooting.
But the referee made a pretty quick signal early on that it was not a shooting foul. It's high school ball. They got high standards for on the shot. Inside pass in the paint, banks it from straight on from about 5 feet out. Daxton Lauder making it 28-21 for Westfield with about 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Woolley looking for, no, I thought he was going to get a screen. Instead, he actually passes it to Graydon Olsen. Now over to Steele. Couple of cuts across the key, and now into Reed Olson. Trying to power his way in against Jordan Harrison. He was powerless to stop that layup from Reed Olson, who's now got 8. And then a foul committed by Woolley. He hit Cole McCormick on the arm. Happened right as I looked down at my notes, so I cannot confirm how good of a call that was.
I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get too whatever. I thought it was a little ticky-tack. I'm trying not to say anything about it.
Woolley wasn't happy about it, but not much harm, only kind of a foul. Dribble handoff. Slaw, thought about a three-pointer, gives it up to Fowers, trying to drive baseline, draws the contact. Graydon Olson had his arm up and a little too far down, and it made contact with the left arm of Jaden Fowers, who will take a trip to the free throw line. Hayden Rose going to check back in. I don't know who he's checking in for. A lot of times Reed Olson comes out in like the final minute of the quarter. First free throw, no good from Fowers. Not great free throw shooting. They're 1 of 4, aren't they?
Yeah.
From the free throw line?
Or 1 of 3.
1 of 3, excuse me.
Maybe you know something's going to happen here.
I'm not going to predict that, because now he's probably going to make it that I said that.
Hey!
That is what it turned out to be. Second free throw, no good. And Reed Olson gets the board. He's probably well on his way to a double-double. He's got 8 points and probably almost as many rebounds. Woolley trying to drive against defense, couldn't quite get anything going. Sends it over to Jensen. Corner three, no good. Olson right there, and he's fouled. Got hit on the elbows. He went up with it, and the shot, well, when you get hit on the elbow, your shot's not going to go anywhere. Not like that.
Unfortunately.
So Reed Olson will go to the line, draws the second foul on Jordan Harrison. Olson went 2 of 2 on his first trip. Now that I said that, oh, he made it.
Heck yeah.
That doesn't jinx him. Makes it a 4-point game, 28-24. With 41 seconds, just a hair under 42 seconds, really, to play here in this second quarter. Olson's second free throw is no good, so he'll stay at 9 points, and it'll stay a 4-point lead for Westfield. About 5.5 seconds or so between the shot clock and the game clock. Westfield going to try and drain as much as they can before running this play. Harrison has it. Wait for the dribble handoff to Lauder. Now over to a Slaw, trying to drive into the paint. Stonewall, but then manages to dance around them, misses it, but grabs his own board, and then stolen by Milo Steele. Swings it over to Hayden Rose, who was just out of reach of him, and what happened? I think they called out of bounds on Logan.
From our angle, I really don't know.
It was like, if it went out of bounds, it was off Logan. I thought maybe they were going to say, like, maybe Scable was trying to call timeout, which he couldn't. They didn't have full possession. Milo's pass was a little behind and out of the reach of Rose. So I was just trying to figure out if they actually called it for Westfield, which is, unless there were fouls or anything, that was the right call. Now Westfield trying to get a last-second shot. They'll get a three-pointer up, and it is good right at the buzzer. Jackson Slaw managed to get some points. He's not scored a whole lot, but he had 4 points, makes it 7, and gives Westfield a 7-point lead at halftime. And so our halftime score will be 31-24. Grizzlies with some work to do. So we'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll have some halftime analysis here on 102.1 FM, 610 AM, KVNU, home of Logan Grizzlies sports, and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
Express Auto and Tire carries used vehicles for every budget and financing to help every credit situation. Express has thousands of used tires in every size for about $30 per tire. Express Auto, 3200 North Main, North Logan.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo stuff, the Logo Shop.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
Express Auto and Tire carries used vehicles for every budget and financing to help every credit situation. Express has thousands of used tires in every size for about $30 per tire. Express Auto, 3200 North Main, North Logan.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo stuff, the Logo Shop.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of lesolsonit.com.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care. Here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Welcome back. Bit of a long break for a halftime show. Good reason for that, though, because we went down to the scores table to talk to because I thought there was something wrong with the score. Turns out I was wrong. I was just looking down when Josh Jensen stole a pass and hit a layup.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat as well. When the final score was tallied, at least for the not final score, a halftime score is tallied, I'm looking like, where are all these points coming from? I'm so confused. And like you were saying, there was just a series that, as we were keeping track of our, stats and all that, we lost some points.
Yeah, so we actually went back, watched our own stream during the moment where I thought something was off. So I'm going to sound like a bit of an idiot on the replay. Saying that something is wrong when it was clearly not. Scoreboard was slightly slow, but right. And we also saw Hayden Rose that three-pointer. I looked back on the replay. First look at the replay, I thought they robbed him, but then I watched it again, I think his left foot was on the line.
Yeah.
Now, we don't have the greatest angle in our broadcast, but looking at it, there was an official who probably saw that, and his left foot was probably just barely on the arc. Maybe just get a size smaller shoe. And he would have maybe had his first career three-pointer. But as things stand, it is 31-24. We've confirmed that. We've added up all the points. We've redoubled everything. So 3 minutes to go, and they've paused it at 3 minutes. They've been honoring the cheerleaders. Out here is kind of senior night for them as well. Obviously, visually you see them a lot here at these games, but obviously they have a lot of things, a lot of competitions that they do, and so recognition well deserved for these cheerleaders as they gather on the center circle for, I don't know if they're going to do one last routine. They were going through the honors. I think they are going to do a routine here. We'll have that in the video in the background. We'll give some halftime analysis while we're here, as you can listen to the song and the routine here. But let's go through our point totals that we have figured out. Josh Jensen, I think actually we have him for 3. He should have 5. That was one of the things
we go through and update all those.
Because he hit the three-pointer early on. He had that stone lamp, the one that I mentioned he missed. So he's got 5 points. Good production from him there. Milo Steele also with 5 points. Got a three-pointer, got a two-pointer as well. Reed Olson with 9. He's got 3. He's 3 for 3 from the field. 3 for 3 from 2. He attempted a three-pointer. And then he's also 3 of 4 at the free throw line. So that's where his 9 points come from. Hayden Rose, he's at 2. We counted as a 3. Should have been a 2. Or that's what it went down as. And upon further review, I think that's probably the right call. So he's got 2 points. And then Ethan Woolley, a guy who's been averaging 17 points a game in the last 3 games. He's 1 for 5 from 3. He's not attempted a shot inside the arc. He did have one play where he went in and he got fouled, and he went 2 for 2 at the line there. So that's where he's got his 5 points. And so the Grizzlies have 24. And I guess, where do you feel like, you got 24 points, you're down by 7. Where do you feel like the biggest things are missing from the offense right now, Adam?
Oh, I think, maybe this is me and my personal bias, right? But when you're shooting 13 three-pointers and you've only made, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's kind of a sign that maybe three-point shooting just isn't going to be the move tonight. At that point, you have to adjust and you have to be physical with this Westfield team. You are bigger than them, right? That's one thing you look at, both roster sizes. Logan is a bigger team. Don't be afraid to use that size to your advantage. That would be something that I would really look forward to seeing if that adjustment is made at halftime. Instead of being comfortable shooting threes when you've only gone 4 for 13, I think that's a big red flag that you can adjust easily in a halftime speech.
Yeah, I think so. They saw some adjustments because they were running some plays where they got some cutting across the key, trying to catch them on backdoor cuts, getting guys open in the paint. Gotten Reed Olson a few open looks. That's where he's gone, 3 of 3. On 2-pointers, gone to the free throw line a couple of times. I think that's a good way to go this second half. And then get Woolley some open drives to the lane. We've seen him finish well when he gets some room to drive. And then maybe see if that can open up a bit of his three-point shooting.
Yeah.
But don't fall in love with the three-point shooting too much, as you mentioned. 4 of 13. 4 made three-pointers is good. On 13 attempts, it's not catastrophic, but it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, as well as we were talking, right, Westfield utilized this double team very well. If someone's double team, someone's open.
Yeah, and I think the biggest cue for that is a lot of times when you double team, it's like they'll hit the backside for a corner 3. I think a lot of good cutting to generate layups or pass away from Reed Olson, then suddenly they scramble, get it back to Reed if it's open. It sounds a lot simpler me saying this sitting in a chair than not on the court, but I think there is some ways that the Grizzlies can be creative with this. Might be a bit hard because they are a young team and creativity comes with experience, but I think these guys can find a way to do that. They've got some crafty guys out there, and I think they can pull it off.
Absolutely.
We're going to take one more break. We're about 1:50 removed from the start of the second half, so we'll take a break. We'll be back after this here on KVNU and streaming online at CashValleyDaily.com.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
Express Auto and Tire carries used vehicles for every budget and financing to help every credit situation. Express has thousands of used tires in every size for about $30 per tire. Express Auto, 3200 North Main, North Logan.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Welcome back to Logan High School, home of the Grizzlies. And right now it's the venue for the second half. As just about to start this Region 11 boys basketball matchup between the Logan Grizzlies and the Westfield Longhorns. Jason Walker joined by Adam Lurcher. And we are underway this third quarter. The Logan Grizzlies have the ball. They trail 31-24. Now Milo Steele has it, sending it over to Jensen. Trying to backdoor cut. Westfield all over it, stole the pass. They were trying to find Reed Olson. Some creative movement off the ball, but Westfield had four guys within about arm's length of Reed Olson. Now Jordan Harrison trying to work into the paint, gives it to Fowers. Driving into the paint, contact, no call. Reed Olson with the board, sends it to Woolley. Woolley in transition, hits a few players, gives to Steele. He'll take a three, and he hits it. His second of the game gets the Grizzlies to within 4 points.
I don't mind if you're going to shoot 13 threes as long as you start making them. Then I'd love to be wrong on my halftime analysis right there.
Milo Steele's been a little more hot from three this second half of the season. Now over to Harrison. Pump fakes a three. Drive the lane and foul. Charge. They call a charge on Harrison. Graydon Olson drawing it.
That's Harrison's third foul of the game.
We'll see if he takes a seat. I'd say he's been the one guarding Reed Olson, but like really it's like the entire team that just swarms him every possession. And the Grizzlies currently doing the old-fashioned way of getting sweat off the court, just rubbing it in with their shoe. And the referees say that's good enough. They get the thumbs up. Trainer who'd brought a towel now walks away. They didn't have anything to do. At least in that moment. They have a lot to do normally. Woolley with the ball on the right wing, waiting for an off-ball cut. Milo Steele, he now sends it back to Woolley, back to Steele, over to Olson. Graydon Olson, now to Jensen. Thinks about a three, and then he shoots it, and he makes it. Grizzlies 2 for 2 from three to start this half. And they're within 1 point now. Josh Jensen with 8 points, which I believe is close to or is a career high. Now Westfield yet to score this quarter. Grizzlies play better defense here. Now Slaw driving into the paint, has the ball tipped away. Olson comes up with it after the tip by Woolley. Now Steele sends it to the corner. Jensen, he'll take another. Oh, he missed it long.
Heat check.
Westfield pushing it a bit in transition now. Slaw gonna hold on for a second. He's isolating against Milo Steele. Now, almost got a screen there. Now gets a screen. But Milo actually committing a foul, went a little too hard into the screen of Jordan Harrison. So Milo picks up his first whistle of the day. He's got 8 points for the Grizzlies in this currently 1 point game, 31-30. Westfield with the lead on the road. And there's a foul. Graydon Olson fighting too hard. He doesn't think he fouled Jaden Fowers, but the referee thinks he did. That's Graydon Olson's third. And he's going to check out, I believe, because Hayden Rose has come up to the scorer's table. And Olsen will check out. He'll take a maybe earlier than expected rest, although he probably would have come out in the next couple minutes anyway, just part of the normal rotation. Slaw up against Steele. Crossover into the paint now, kicks out to the corner. Three-pointer up, no good, around and out. And then offensive rebound, and then a foul by Hayden Rose. Jaden Fowers got the better of him on that play with the offensive rebound and drawing the foul. It's 3 fouls on the Grizzlies in the first couple of minutes. They're in trouble getting in the bonus here. They're sending Westfield into the bonus. They've only got 2 fouls to give at this point. Fowers eventually controls the inbound. Stranded on the baseline, manages to get it out to the corner. And another foul. Milo Steele committing the reach in. None of the fouls are unjust. The Grizzlies just keep committing him. And the next one, with 5:30 to go in the third quarter, the next free throw will send Westfield to the free throw line. And now I think Reed was taking something off of his, he's got that bandage there. And he like threw something over the baseline. They paused the game to let him do it. Harrison trying to work against Reed Olsen. Gives it to Fowers. He's run a couple of fouls on this one trip to their side of the court already. Now Slaw looking for a screen, working against Steele, trying to drive, gets into the paint and travel. Grizzlies finally end this possession 4 fouls later, and it ends with Jackson Slaw committing a travel.
For a half second there, I thought Logan had committed another foul. I was like, that's insane.
They did not commit a foul on that play. Milo Steele was straight up, he had that right, and I believe the referee was on point with that travel call.
Going back, like none of those fouls that Logan had committed were unjust. And none of them were like, wow, what the heck? Why'd you call that? The referees were good. It was just one of those things like, why is Logan just repeatedly committing those fouls?
Yeah. Ethan Woolley nearly having the ball poked away, but gets it to Jensen. Over to Rose, now to Reed. As he nearly has the ball poked away, he has to go to the ground, trying to find a friendly face, finds Hayden Rose. He'll take a mid-range jumper, it goes around and in! Hayden Rose, 2 for 2 this game, and then, nearly a foul. But it's going to be out of bounds, kind of mercifully there. That was a bit more contact than you'd be comfortable with, but it's just going to be out of bounds. Westfield ball, which is the right call. Grizzlies just retook the lead after Hayden Rose hit that second shot. Career high 4 points for him. And now Slaw with it, giving up to Harrison. Over to Lauder. Now to Fowers. To McCormick. Rose nearly stole it. He poked it, but then it goes off of him over the baseline. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Grizzlies playing some hounding defense so far. Few extra fouls, but they've been clean last couple of attempts here. Harrison gives up to Fowers, then back to Harrison. Good layup there, give and go, and Westfield retakes the lead. And that was almost an iffy pass from Reed Olsen.
Yeah.
Make your heart stop. Westfield trying to jump some of these passing lanes. We'll see if Logan tries to take advantage of some of the over-eagerness. Milo Steele looking for Reed Olsen, just about isolated, and he nearly loses it, and there's a foul eventually. Jordan Harrison gets called for his 4th, maybe. We'll see if they call it on him. They did call it on Harrison. That's his 4th. There was a lot there. I thought they were going to call it jump ball for a second. But Drew Fadd is going to check in. He's got the length, but not necessarily the bulk to handle Reed Olsen there. But, of course, they'll throw a double team at him every chance they get. Inbound pass to Rose. He'll take a mid-range jumper and swish. Hayden Rose, 3 for 3 this game and 6 points. Grizzlies retake the lead 34-33 with 3:39 to go in this third quarter.
That's what you want to see when Reed Olsen is being double, triple teamed. You want to see other players step up. Rose has done an excellent job tonight.
And then a foul, some more great movement and passing from Westfield. And Faddis was fouled as he went to shoot. Won't matter there in the bonus. They get 2 free throws anyway. And Faddis got a flat tire at the end of that and fixes his shoe. Now he's back up. The freshman split a pair of free throws earlier, or no, did he go 0 for 2?
He went 0 for 2.
He did 0 for 2. We'll see how he fares on this trip. First one is in, ties the game 34 apiece. Faddis, he shoots 63%, so you wouldn't expect him to go 0 for 2 very often. Second free throw is also good, so he goes 0 for 2, then 2 for 2 on his trips to the line. Mike Russell calls timeout for Westfield. He wants to talk things over for this possession. Defense hasn't been as strong for them this quarter. Grizzlies have 10 points in this quarter, which I think is about as much as they scored in the last 2 quarters. And we've only played about half of this one. It's 30-second timeout, so we're keeping it here.
Going back to the offensive style that we've seen, right? Halftime analysis, I'm saying we're done shooting threes. If I were a coach, we're done shooting threes, right? We're just going to dribble, drive, pick and roll, all that stuff. But then they open up. I think they made three threes in a row.
At least 2. I think they made 2. Jensen and Milo both hit one. Hayden's hit a couple of mid-range shots.
That's what I would say would be a definitely highlight, and maybe cementing himself as maybe a potential player of the game for Logan, is he's stepped up in a big way, going after that mid-range, targeting the soft spot of this Westfield defense.
And he's only appeared in 5 games this year, but he's making it count here with 6 points in his limited time on the court. 3:23 to go here in the third quarter. Ethan Woolley trying to drive into the paint. He'll take a turnaround mid-range floater. No good. Reed Olson swarmed as he got the offensive rebound, and he's going to shoot 2. He had Drew Faddis and Jaden Fowers on him. Faddis going to pick up the foul. That's his first, isn't it?
That's his second.
Oh, second. So Olson, he's 3 of 4 from the line today. Hit his first 3, then I think he missed the 4th.
Yep.
This first one here goes through. Ties us all up at 35. With 3 minutes 16 on the clock here in this third quarter. Bit of a lower scoring game, but that's where the Grizzlies like it. Second free throw for Olson, gonna be short. I could see that right as he released it. Goes out the front rim. Slaw bringing it up. Trying an in and out dribble against Milo Steele. He's got some good moves, that crossover in and out. He will give it up to Lauder. Gives it to Faddis. Now over to McCormick. Pick and roll into Faddis. Goes up with it. Blocked. Hayden Rose with the defense. And now Grizzlies going the other way with it. Woolley to Reed. And now over to Jensen. Now to Rose. Jensen. Steele. He'll pull from 3. And he'll miss it. Reed Olson nearly snagged that over Faddis. But Faddis does have the length to pull that one down. McCormick swings it over far side. Faddis, he'll take a 3-pointer. He'll miss, but rebounded by Westfield. Slaw with it. He's on the baseline now, backs it all the way out to Lauder. 2:18 to go here in the third. It's a tie game at 35. Pull up, elbow jumper. That one's good. Lauder gets the 2. We'll cross under 2 minutes to play here in a moment, as the Grizzlies have the ball down 2 points. Reed Olson, he thought about that 3 a little too hard. Or at least it looked like he did. Milo Steele with it, swings it over to Jensen. Now to Woolley. To Jensen, 18 on the shot clock, left him wide open from 3. Now to Reed Olson, he was being fronted, he puts up the easy layup and in. Ties it all up once again at 37 with 1:43 on the clock.
Beautiful offensive sequence from Logan right there, finding Reed Olson, just over the shoulder pass, boom, easy layup, tying it up here with 1:35 less to go.
Jackson Slaw with the ball for Westfield. Guarded by Steele. They're setting up 2 screens, trying to get him around that. Steele back on him, Slaw driving in. Tries to swing it to the corner, tipped by Woolley, but it'll go out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock. We'll have a sub come in. Hayden Rose thought it was him, but I think he's playing a little too well to be subbing out just yet.
Absolutely. He's playing some very impactful minutes right now, and he's earned his time on the court tonight.
1:21 on the clock in this third quarter. Westfield needs to inbound. They get it to Faddis. He swings it over to Fowers. Fowers loses it, falls right into the midst of Max Clayton. He's like, here, look what I found. 1:10 on the clock. And Steele will start the play. Sends it over to Clayton, though. Now to Reed Olson, top of the circle, to Woolley. Inside to Clayton. Backdoor cut. He's fouled. Oh, no, they don't give him the shot.
That's probably the right call, but it's a heartbreaker.
I think it was, because he pump fakes him, the guy falls on him, arms all over him, and then Max goes up with it. So it's like, yeah, that's probably right. Max Clayton will take a shot. He'll hit a three, even better. He's denied the layup. He will not be denied the three-pointer. Grizzlies take a three-point lead. Slaw with it. Trying to find some room. Nearly loses the ball. Now he'll drive baseline. Inside. Pass to Faddis. He's fouled as he goes up with it. I think that'll be on Rose. And that is a shooting foul, so Faddis will have his 2 free throws.
What a sequence there. That was exciting.
That was. Good stuff. Faddis will try and make this a 1-point game. He will not be able to do that as he misses the first. He can still make it a 2-point game. We await the second free throw. 63% shooter from the field. His second free throw is good, so he's gone 0 for 2, 2 for 2, and 1 for 2. He's just about hit for the cycle on attempts here. So Grizzlies with the ball and a 2-point lead. Steele sending it over to Reed Olson. Now to Clayton. Thought about a three. Now he'll send to Hayden Rose. Elbow jumper. He hits it! Hayden Rose with 8 points. And it's a 4-point lead to the Grizzlies. I don't think Hayden Rose has 8 points all season.
Yeah.
And he's got 8 tonight.
Yep, incredible.
Now, Jaden Fowers working against Rose, loses the battle inside, and then Reed Olson will be fouled with 0.5 seconds. I believe that's the 5th foul. And so I think with 0.5, like a foul normally doesn't mean anything, but that's potentially free points. Reed could maybe extend this lead heading into the fourth quarter. We'll wait the first free throw from Reed. What's he shot so far on the free? Is that 4 of 6? Yeah. Make that 5 of 7 as he hits the first. Get energy without the punishment at Planet Fitness. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all. So Reed Olson will attempt the second free throw. And front rim around it out. Milo Steele, oh my goodness! Milo Steele with the putback at the buzzer. Ran in from behind the three-point line. Gets that one to go. Grizzlies lead by 7. At the end of the third quarter, 45-38. We'll be back after this.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo stuff, the Logo Shop.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Welcome back as we begin the fourth quarter here at Logan High School. Jason Walker here with you, joined by Adam Lurcher. And an exciting finish to that fourth quarter. Adam, the Grizzlies closed the third quarter on a 10-3 run.
Incredible.
That's in that last second play. Like, we were still wondering what the heck happened with Milo Steele. You know, offensive rebound, tip shot. There's 0.5 on the clock, I assume. Make or miss. Reed Olson, nothing was going to happen. Milo Steele proved us wrong, getting 2 points at the end of the quarter. So it's 45-38. We begin the fourth quarter. Grizzlies with the lead, but Westfield with the ball. Daxton Lauder gives it up to Kason Milan. I think this is his first minutes in the game. McCormick driving the paint, loses it. Falls into the hands of Ethan Woolley, but he loses it. Westfield gets it back. Free possession handed to the Grizzlies, and they unfortunately handed it right back. They didn't even actually change the shot clock. That's how quick it was. Jaden Fowers with it, looking for a pass. Gives to Jackson Slaw. They step off, he takes a three, and he misses it, but it's rebounded. And then back to Lauder, he misses it. He grabs his own rebound. 2 offensive rebounds. This possession for Westfield to start, and then Max Clayton commits a bit of a cheap foul there. Reach in. And Milo Steele gonna check in for Clayton. Some good hard minutes from him. The junior, he had a big game in the JV game, if I remember that, and they nearly pulled off a last-second win over Westfield in JV. So Westfield with it. Oh, nearly got away with the travel there. Reed Olson nearly stealing a pass. My goodness, the hustle from Reed Olson today with some of these steals and rebounds. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Daxton Lauder trying to get a pick and roll. Tipped away by Reed Olson. Now sending out to the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Olson with the board. And Olson, has it tipped away. But Ethan Woolley dives onto the ground trying to get it to his own man. And then a foul committed by Westfield? Yes. So there's not a number 4 on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they call it. Okay.
There was a lot of bodies and a lot happening right there, and for heavens, I couldn't see what actually happened. That's why I had to wait for the official to tell me.
I couldn't see who the referee was, saying committed the foul, because I was in the same boat.
Yeah, they're just pointing. They were pointing to a mass of people and said, somebody committed a foul. Woolley has it, sends it to Reed Olson. He loses the ball after the entry pass. Goes to Westfield, and they go off and running. Daxton Lauder giving it to Jaden Fowers. Now Jaden Fowers has it. Trying to drive against Graydon Olson, gives back to Jackson Slaw. He's ISO'd against Reed Olson. Trying to drive past him. Now he kicks out to the corner. Three-pointer up and no good. Graydon Olson tracks down the board. Long pass. Trying to find Josh Jensen. It's tipped out of bounds. 2 inches more. Jensen has a free layup there.
Absolutely. The energy of this game is completely different on both teams compared to the first half, especially with Logan, where they are hustling like crazy on offense and on defense. And it's been actually a really fun second half compared to the first half.
Definitely. Milo Steele, corner three-pointer. It's good! Grizzlies by 10 with 6 minutes to play. Slaw driving into the paint. Goes up with it. Misses it. Board to the Grizzlies.
Milo Steele's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land. He's heating up.
He's been excellent from deep this season, especially in the last 5 or so games. Woolley thought about passing to Reed Olson, now drives in. Turnaround jumper, floater, no good. Reed Olson skies for the board, just outworks everyone, gets the putback. Jackson Slaw sends it over to Daxton Lauder. Looking for the pass. Fowler working against Graydon Olson. Pivots around, has to give it up. Great defense by Graydon. And now an offensive foul committed by Jaden Fowers. He slid on his screen to try and keep Graydon Olson away. And now a timeout. Mike Russell wants to talk things over as the Grizzlies are absolutely on a roll. Matt Scablin pumping the crowd up as he heads to the bench. 5:17 to play. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Got to mix up the rejoin music because we've got a game that's changed tune very quickly. Grizzlies trailed for a lot of the first half. They trailed by 7 at halftime, but then they fought back. They got it to a tie at 35-35. Then they took the lead a couple of times when the score was in the early 30s, but this game was tied at 35 apiece. Since then, the Grizzlies have outscored Westfield 15-3. So that with 5:17 on the clock, the Grizzlies lead 50-38, and they have the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking adjustments at halftime, right? You said they were down 7. I think adjustments have been made.
Adjustments have been made in a big way, and some big performances from a lot of guys. Now Milo Steele with it. A lot of high pressure from Westfield. Grizzlies may try and take advantage of that because Reed may get a couple of better looks. Although he has 15 points, it's not like he struggled tonight. Milo Steele with it, 14 on the shot clock. Gives up to Jensen. Over to Woolley in the corner. Trying to get it to Reed Olson. They do. He's fouled, and it's in!
Man alive. The Grizzly Den is electric right now. I'm getting amped. This has been a fun game, especially seeing the success that the whole team is having, right? It's not just Reed Olson. Even though Reed Olson is having a great game, scoring and getting offensive points, offensive rebounds, I mean. Like, oh my goodness. The whole thing has just been electrifying is the only word I can come with.
Free throw is good by Olson. That makes it a 15-point lead for the Grizzlies, which I hardly need to tell you is their largest of the game. Jordan Harrison swings it to Lauder. Lauder trying to drive baseline, hands off to Fowler. Thought about a three-pointer, drives baseline, misses the layup, and Graydon Olson gets the board while standing over Fowler. Not really intentionally, that's where Fowler fell down. Ethan Woolley sends it over to Graydon Olson. Now back to Woolley. He stands on the midcourt logo, and he's fouled. A little too aggressive there was Cole McCormick. If you tried the fantastic breakfast sandwiches served at the Old Grist Mill, their South Logan or Smithfield locations, you're going to love it. It's baked fresh daily at the Old Grist Mill. 4:19 to go here in the game. Ethan Woolley getting the pass into the corner and then tipped out of his hands. I have like 2 or 3 things obstructing my view of that corner.
Yep, I am in the same boat. We'll go with it.
I'd have to stand up to see that part. Another inbound pass right to Woolley. And now he'll back out, still on that left side there. Into Reed Olson. Swings it over to Graydon Olson. Three-pointer. It's good! 18-point lead. Now a three-pointer from Westfield trying to answer. They cannot. And rebound to the Grizzlies. Milo Steele has it. Now Steele weaving through traffic, and then he backs out. And across the half-court line as we cross under 4 minutes to play. 56-38 our score. The Grizzlies with a commanding lead. Woolley trying to extend it. He does! Another three-pointer! Grizzlies are on fire! They lead by 21. Westfield all out of sorts. Driving the lane, eviscerated. Graydon Olson swats the ball. He and Ethan Woolley exchange a chest bump as the energy is emphatic here.
This has been an incredible stretch of basketball by the Logan Grizzlies here.
Deflated a bit as the Grizzlies commit a foul just after the inbound pass. So we'll repeat the inbound pass from basically the same spot on the baseline. 59-38 our score. Graydon Olson actually picking up his 4th foul. He's in danger of fouling out. Inbound, having to sky high, and then, Reed Olson steals it. Trying to drive inside, he's fouled on his way there. It's on the ground, but I believe he's going to the line anyway, because that is the 5th foul this quarter. Reed Olson already knows it. He's heading to the free throw line. That or he was planning on trying to convince them. Sometimes they go to the line like, oh, I was shooting, I promise.
Yeah, I promise, I swear.
But he will go to the free throw line for 2 points. Chance to get to 20. He had 20 points against Westfield last time. He had 26 in his most recent game against Bear River. 26, along with 16 rebounds. And I feel like he's pretty close to that 16 rebounds in this game. First free throw, no good. He hit it off the front rim. For 100 years, Young Toyota and Young Honda have been delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think Young, drive Young with Young Toyota and Young Honda. 59-38, our score, and it stays that way after Reed Olson misses that free throw, so he goes 0 for on that trip, and he stays at 18 points this game. Jordan Harrison, he'll take a three-pointer early in the shot clock. He hits it and ends what is a disastrous run there for Westfield. I'm going to do the math in a second. It was 35 all at one point, and they scored 3 points in a matter of about 7+ minutes. What's 59 minus 35? 24?
24.
24-3 run.
Holy cow.
Full timeout called by Westfield. There's not a whole lot of time for them to fix what's gone wrong in this game. Down 18 points. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. I mentioned a few of them. The Logo Shop, this is the latest I've ever done the uniform check. Grizzlies in their white jerseys. Westfield in their, well, just imagine the Texas Longhorns, and that's the colors they're wearing. Mm-hmm. And the logo. Not to diss on them. I made that sound bad. That's not how I meant it. But Preston Watts, Collision and Glass, another one of our sponsors, DD Auto and Salvage, Planet Fitness, Adams Wealth Advisors, Cache Valley Daily, where of course you can find today's stream and the replay, as well as Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, and Advanced Heating and Air Conditioners, the wonderful sponsors who bring you these broadcasts and make them possible. And of course, they support local high school sports. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds. A lot would have to happen for Westfield to overcome this 18-point deficit. Logan absolutely in control here, having gone on that 24-3 run, spanning the late third and, most of this fourth quarter. The end of the third quarter on a 10-3 run. And you got some 14-0 run to start the quarter. Westfield does get a steal thanks to their full court pressure. Jackson Slaw, three-pointer, no good. They get an offensive rebound, though. Jaden Fowler snagging it. Now Daxton Lauder sends it to the corner. Harrison thought about a three. Drives, kicks, another three. This one's good. Cole McCormick hits that three-pointer. Now the Grizzlies must navigate this full court pressure. Braden Olson, swarmed, triple team, trying to get it out. Throws it away. Westfield with it. Bowers kicks to the corner. Baseline drive now. Kicks out to the wing. Three-pointer Harrison. No good. Graydon Olson fouled as he went for the rebound. He'll head to the line for two. And if you're the Grizzlies, this full court press seems to have really bothered them. Mm-hmm. The last two possessions, 2 straight turnovers.
Yep.
Got to be able to get past that because Westfield clearly got this full court press going pretty well. Grizzlies got to have the ball handlers out there to get past it.
When you play a fast, athletic team like Westfield, full court presses can be a pretty big nuisance. How do you beat that? Quick passes. Give yourself a couple different options, right? Don't make it so obvious who you're going to pass to.
Graydon Olson, 50% free throw shooter, but he makes the first one there. He can maybe prove he's not a 50% free throw shooter by making the second one. Hope I didn't jinx him. 60-44 our score now, 2:21 to play, and Olson does make the second. So he puts the Grizzlies back up by 17. If I'm doing my math correctly, which at these margins is a stretch. Jackson Slaw trying to get past Milo Steele. Does just that. Got Milo Steele on his backside. Makes the two-pointer. Now the Grizzlies working their way through this press break. To Jensen. Across the court, Ethan Woolley. Now to Graydon Olson. Floater in the paint, no good. Trying to track down his own rebound. Reed tips it to Josh Jensen, and the Grizzlies will slow things down. Oh, no, they're going to shoot it. Graydon Olson. He hits it, rolls it around and in. An exclamation point on this one as the Grizzlies go back up 18. Kick out for a corner three early in the shot clock. Misses long. Milo Steele grabs the board. Press is still on for Westfield. Jensen fighting through it. Sends it over to Graydon Olson. And he'll kick it back to Josh Jensen. They'll drain the clock here with 1:18 to go. Graydon Olson driving in. Layup is good, and the foul. He's fouled by Jaden Fowers, who I think took a stray elbow to the face. Graydon was going up hard, and I think he collided with his face. He's down on the ground in notable pain, and I think there's a bit of blood too. Bloody nose. Is that Fowers' fourth or fifth?
That's his fourth.
Well,
At least that's what I have, and that's what the scoreboard has,
too.
I
think that's right. I knew he was racking up a good chunk of fouls, but that's not the most important thing at this moment as he's on the ground. We're gonna take a quick break here as they, they're gonna bring him up, so we'll actually keep it here. Little woozy. But he'll go off the court with some assistance. Does your high school student get good grades or have good driving record? You could be saving money on their auto insurance. Call State Farm agent Lana Powell at 752-7639. That's 752-7639. So Graydon Olson has 10 points in this one. He's had a couple of three-pointers, which I believe is a career high for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's scored in double figures yet this year. I don't have all those. He hits that free throw. The section where I normally put players' career high on my spot sheet has been replaced by what they did against the team the last time they played. Something I've been doing for some of these. Graydon Olson, Reed Olson check out to a standing ovation as they put in the backup brigade. Three-pointer from Westfield is no good, but it bounces off the shoulder, I think, of one of the guys who came in, Jacob Spatch. Grizzly student section saying thank you, seniors, as all the seniors actually checked. I mentioned Graydon and Reed. All of the seniors checked out. Three-pointer from Westfield, and they get to steal on the inbound, and then Slaw nearly with the circus layup. They're clearly not done yet. This score is a little too insurmountable at this point, but they're not going down without a fight. 67-49 is the score. Logan Grizzlies doing the scoreboard chant when the score is probably going to change right here. Well,
no,
not yet. Jackson Slaw misses his first free throw. For the Grizzlies student section doing the winning team, losing team chant. Second free throw does go for Jackson Slaw. Pass up to Max Clayton. He's double teamed on the perimeter. Loses it. Westfield picks it up, 43 seconds. Now kick out for three. That one's I thought it was gonna miss. That banked in. 67-53 the score now as Max Clayton is fouled by Cole McCormick. Westfield trailed by 21 points about 20 seconds ago. They only trail by 14 now, but with 33 seconds, that does feel like a little too much, but I don't want to say never say never.
You don't want to jinx it. I guess theoretically you could come up with, somehow this could happen. I just don't know if it ever has happened. It's one of those things. Logan has played a very good game, and even though you have the backups, I totally expect the momentum of this Logan Grizzlies team to carry over, right, and to be able to finish this game with about 33 seconds left as Max Clayton prepares to take his free throws.
First free throw is good. One of the students said, "I love you, Milo." That's not Milo still shooting. But, of course, Milo on the bench. After a great performance from him in this game. Second free throw from Clayton rolls around and out. And so Westfield trailing by 15, pushing the tempo. Jackson Slaw sends it to the corner. Three-pointer up, no good. Spatch with the rebound, and they'll send it far forward to Hayden Rose. He'll take the layup. It's no good, but Max Clayton cleans up the mess. He gets the points. Unfortunately, Hayden Rose now missed a shot. He was perfect from the field. And kind of a block on a shot. Kind of that steal / block. Well, Westfield gets it back, but then the three-pointer is no good. And the rebound will be cleaned up by the Grizzlies. And they'll win this one by a final score of 70-53. An exclamation point on senior night as the Grizzlies get their second win of region play. And they do it over Westfield, getting the vengeance for a loss at Westfield where they lost 59-50. A spectacular second half for the Grizzlies. They score, how many points is that? 46 in the second half?
46 points in the second half.
Spectacular stuff. An absolutely fantastic game from the Grizzlies. Great stuff all around. A bunch of guys getting involved. We'll break it all down, starting with our post game next here on 102.1 FM, 610 AM, and streaming online at Cache Valley Daily, where your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors.
A beautiful career in the beauty industry. New Horizons Beauty College is happy to be helping you take a step forward in a new career and your new look. New Horizons Beauty College, moving forward with beauty. Now accepting new clients. Call 435-753-9779.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Call Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning at 752-7272. Online at advancedheating-ac.com. York, install confidence.
Express Auto and Tire carries used vehicles for every budget and financing to help every credit situation. Express has thousands of used tires in every size for about $30 per tire. Express Auto, 3200 North Main, North Logan.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Now is the time to head over to Cache Valley Auto Care, because when your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East, 1175 North.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
What do they do at the Logo Shop? Custom design t-shirts, hats, and jackets with your company logo. Or put your logo on pens, drinkware, golf balls, travel accessories, outdoor gear, anything. Give them a call. Check out the possibilities.
Logo Stop, the Logo Shop.
Welcome on back to Logan High School. Post-game show for the Logan Grizzlies as they win this one 70-53 on senior night. Fitting revenge for a game that they had somewhat in hand when they were at Westfield. I think it was in like December or early January.
Yeah.
I forget exactly when. Couldn't quite get that one, but absolutely emphatic here, winning this one by 17 points, just kind of running away with it, Adam.
This is honestly kind of the perfect game you want to finish a season on, and to give your seniors, one kind of little hey, thank you so much for everything you did. Some of the seniors, Reed Olson, 18 points, Milo Steele, 13. They had themselves an incredible game, and it's a good game to finish your Grizzly career. Yeah,
really balanced scoring, because looking at it, we've got 8 points for Josh Jensen, 6 for Max Clayton, 13 for Milo Steele, 18 for Reed, 8 for Hayden Rose. Career best for him, I believe. Ethan Woolley gets 8 points. Graydon Olson, he's got 9.
Mm-hmm.
So just great stuff for them. Just everyone getting involved in this game, and it's something we've talked about in some games where Reed Olson, he's averaging 16 a game. He's going to get somewhere between 12 and 26 points on any given night. It's can you get some of these other guys involved? Sometimes it's been Ethan Woolley, but it was basically just everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody contributing that 6 or 8 points. And you got a guy like Hayden Rose, guy's not played a whole lot this season. He comes out and just says, I'm just going to ball out. That's just what we're going to do. This is who I'm going to be.
100%.
Hitting several key buckets when the game was close. Some great defense.
Yeah.
Especially great for him in that second half. And then Graydon coming on, doing well late. Just everybody had something that they were doing really well in this game.
And it's impressive because this all came really second half. First half, it was a little bit of a dud. Second half, something flipped, and here come the players right now.
All right, so we've got some of our seniors here. We're going to have them on. So we're here.
Game, guys.
We're bringing we got Milo Steele, Reed Olson, and Josh Jensen. So we're going to ask each at least start off with one question. We'll start with Milo, since you're right next to me. So obviously make sure you hold up close to your mouth there to make sure that we get you on. But I guess just start with what it means for you guys on senior night to be able to get this win.
It means everything. Obviously we haven't had the season we wanted to, and just to put on a show like that for our fans, especially on senior night with all of them here, it's so special. We love them.
So Reed, I'll ask you just talk about that second half where you guys just went ham. I think it was a 24-3 run at one point, if I was doing my math right. Just what clicked for you guys there?
I don't know, but it was amazing. We came into that locker room. We had a longer halftime. We went and shot in the rubber gym because it was taking so long. And we just were able to lock it in defensively, especially. That's where we've always thrived. And then we were able to knock down a bunch of shots, and that really helped us out.
So I know, Josh, usually a lot of the scoring is done by guys like Reed or Ethan, but everyone is involved. You had yourself 8 points, couple of big shots in that first half. This was like for you guys, where everyone was just involved in this offense at every stage of the game.
Yeah, I feel like that's when we play our best, is when we all play together. I mean, there's certain games where we're not playing like that way, and you can just tell we're not ourselves. So when we come out here and we play the way we do, we're a hard team to beat.
So Milo, we'll go back to you. Just talk about, you lose to this team earlier. It was a game that you kind of had in hand a little bit. At least you were close there, had a lead at halftime at Westfield. What's it like to kind of get the revenge on Westfield, get this win here?
It feels really good. Especially they got some good players. That Slaw kid, he's tough to guard. So just to get that, play the second half we did, and just that's how we win our games, is when we play a complete game like that. We've been up in this first half a lot, so to be able to finish, it's amazing.
So I want to ask the defense. We're going to skip Reed for a second. I want to ask Josh about guarding their backcourt. Since obviously you were there, how difficult was it, especially where you kind of shut them down, like Jackson Slaw? I think he had 14 last game, ended 7 or 9 this game. You guys really shut them down, especially in that second half.
Honestly, it's a lot of all of us. We have great help defense when we get beat up top, because playing all game up and down the court, that's a really hard thing to do. But when we have backside help, it just makes it complete.
So we'll go back to Reed here. It'll be the last question for you guys, but just tell me about the energy in this building in that second half, how amazing that felt to have the crowd just absolutely in on it.
It was incredible. It was reminiscent of last year. Last year we had the greatest student section. This year it's been kind of little dwindled. Tonight they came out in full force, super loud. It was amazing. They brought so much energy, able to really carry us to this victory.
All right. I'll ask you all one more question. If any of you want to comment, just what it means for you guys as seniors, just the emotions of senior night. I know the season's not over. You guys got at least a couple more games to play. what's the emotions like for you guys on senior night as you group of seniors?
I mean, obviously it's sad. Never going to play on a game on this gym again, but really, Coach, before the game, he's like, I know it's going to be emotional, but don't let the emotions get in the way of that game, because it's going to be a lot better to win and be happy after the game than it is to be happy before the game and not end up with a win.
Just playing with these two for the last 4 years, with Cameron too, and then Andre coming this year. It's just being able to spend so much time with them. I love these two guys. I love Cameron. I love Andre. And obviously it's sad. This is our last game on our home floor, but it feels really, really good that we were able to get the job done. So.
Yeah, no, I just agree. Love playing with these guys, and I think something that we did well tonight is carrying on the culture. I mean, these younger guys that are going to come back and play saw how we played tonight, and it's a good way to leave this home gym.
All right. Adam, anything to add before we let these boys go?
No, you guys had an incredible game. Like we were saying, that stretch in the second half, that is some of the best basketball I've ever watched, period. And it was really fun to see. It was a good way to end the career. Sorry, guys. It was a good way to end
Y'all aren't done yet. There's more basketball to be played. All right, we'll let you guys go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one, guys. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
All right,
Good
we'll
game,
welcome
guys.
on head coach Matt Scabland. As he give a hug to the players, send them down to the locker room. All right, Matt.
All right.
Give a hug to a bunch of sweaty guys down there.
Oh, my goodness gracious. But, hey, those are the best hugs.
Yeah.
Those are the best hugs. So,
I guess just what's the relief like? I know you got the monkey off your back with that win against Mountain Crest,
right.
But you put a bit of an exclamation point. You struggled a bit, but an exclamation point here with this kind of win, against a team that beat you by 9 at their place. Just what's kind of the relief here? Seeing you guys play some of the best basketball they've played all year.
yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, props to Westfield. I mean, it's tough. They're tough to prepare for. I talked to their coach, said I just think they're a tough matchup for us. I mean, they've got quick guys and quick bigs, and we've got, a 6'7", 250-pound monster, down there. So, it's good to get the win, especially on senior night. Really what we talked a lot about and we've talked about on this broadcast quite a bit, is our defense. When we play elite defense, our offense it comes a lot easier for us, right? When we don't play that style of defense, then we struggle to score, we struggle to shoot, and tonight the guys put it all together. I mean, after kind of a rough first half, if we're being completely honest. So
you mentioned that defense. What was the thing that changed? Because you mentioned their speed, and that was clearly kind of bothering you guys, where they were cutting all over the place, catching you guys off guard.
Yeah.
In the second half, hardly at all. You held them to 7 in the third quarter, I think, and just really shut them down in the second half. What kind of changed for you guys to be able to not have that speed be bothering you?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds weird, but no change at all. Defensive execution, just doing the things that we're supposed to do, pushing the ball to the sideline, the baseline, not letting middle drives, having our help side there. The guys just kind of put it all together. And honestly, this whole season has kind of been a little bit of a roller coaster for us, with injuries and not knowing who's going to be in the lineup. And even, there tonight, I put a plug for Hayden Rose there tonight. He didn't know he was even going to get any minutes until the layup line. And I said, hey, we've got some guys that are out tonight. You got to go. And he stepped up. He added 6 points and played great defense. So yeah, nothing really changed. We just actually executed for a change.
Yeah, and kind of with Hayden Rose, he's kind of the exemplar of like everyone getting involved. Because a guy who didn't know he was going to play, he gets 6. Max got 5 or 6 points. Milo had 13. Ethan gets 8. It seemed like everyone who scored had at least 6 points. So everyone really getting involved on offense, which seems like obviously is the ideal for pretty much any team.
Oh yeah, and you put 70 points up, and that's kind of what you have to get. Is you got to kind of get it from everybody. And going back to kind of like even our Tooele game where we scored very little, but Reed had 30 points. It's just got to rely on other people other than Reed at times, and tonight that's exactly what this team did.
So I guess just tell us about those seniors. I haven't had a chance to ask about them. I know we got to talk to 3 of them. Cam and Andre obviously didn't play, but just tell us about what that senior group means to this program.
Oh yeah, absolutely. From day one, we had a senior dinner Monday night, and from day one, these guys, since I've got the job, they have given me everything they've got. They gave me every effort, every amount of energy. They could have easily phoned it in when we're on a 7-game losing streak, but they didn't. They came to practice every day and they worked hard and really kind of set a foundation for the culture that we're trying to bring to Logan, not just Logan High basketball, Logan High athletics in general. We couldn't have done it without them. And I think they probably talked a little bit about themselves as well. And they know my feelings for them. Those are a little bit more private, but couldn't do it without them.
Adam, any final questions you want to ask for Coach?
No, looking forward to your next game against Skyview, my alma mater, right? What are you guys planning on doing to carry this amazing momentum you had from this game into the final game of the season?
Yeah, I think what we do is we just keep repping it, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. Obviously, our defense wasn't broke tonight, so we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep repping that tomorrow. Prepare for a really good Skyview team. They're playing really good basketball and a little bit of a tough matchup for us as well. They don't really have a true big. They got a lot of guys that can shoot. I think last time Chance Wilson hit, 6 threes on us and kind of blew us out of the gym. And so we got to be prepared for that. And that's what we'll do to kind of carry the momentum. And the kids are super focused, and even after senior night. I was a little worried my first senior night,
Yeah.
I had other coaches, Coach Shaw told me, hey, you haven't had a senior night yet. Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. So, but anyways, yeah, so they're great, and we'll just get back in the practice gym.
All right, sounds good. That'll do it for us here. Thank you so much for listening here on KVNU, as well as watching live on CashValleyDaily.com. Again, the final score tonight, 70-53, Logan with the emphatic victory over Westfield. Have a good evening, everybody.
This Logan Grizzlies broadcast has been a presentation of KVNU 610 AM and 102.1 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, DD Auto and Salvage, Old Grist Mill, Preston Watts Collision and Glass, Adams Wealth Advisors, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Auto Care, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.